Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the day before Springtime Surprise. This is the Thursday. We got ESPN Wild World of Sports. Why are we here, Lauren?
Because we are going to do the Expo and pick up our race bibs.
So join us. Although, fun fact, we have got a virtual queue. It's always a virtual queue to get merchandise now. And because of the length of time it took to get parked, we've got 4 minutes to get across to get in on our virtual queue. So we'll see if that happens. But welcome to ESPN Wild World of Sports. Disney marketing for the first 5 minutes of being in the expo. As you walk in, they give you a shoe order form, and then there's somebody stood next to them with pencil saying, "Which shoes do you want?" These are all the new Brooks ones for this particular set of races, but I think that is so interesting. Going to be honest, though, these are the Ghost 17s that I actually wear. Now, this is $170, but they're actual Mickey Mouse shoes. I mean, I got to be honest, that's pretty cool. $170, is that fair for a pair of shoes?
They're quite expensive anyway, and we would get DVD discount, but
Would we on the expo? I don't think we do.
we did last year.
Oh, interesting. Something to find out. So the expo split up into several different parts. You've got the 5K stuff here, which this year is after Judy Hops. Lauren, what do we think to the bright colours?
They're very bright, but they're all right. Not my favourite.
They're very bright indeed, aren't they? I mean, look, you can't quite get the scale of this, but we're in like some massive indoor basketball gym pavilion thing, or I don't know if it's, I don't know what sports they normally have here, but like this is the 10-miler stuff.
And now I like that blue. I like that.
Like the blue, like you got some stuff here. What's really interesting though is look at this. Purchases limited to 2 per item based on guess, because there have been criticism in years gone by where people have just bought and bought and bought, and they've not even been doing the damn races. They've been selling online afterwards. So let's continue going around then. What do you reckon is going to see on the other side, Buff? These are nice.
I'm hoping to see the challenge merch somewhere.
Okay, well this is just generic springtime surprise merch here. You've then got, here we go, Lauren. This is what you wanted. This is
and
what
it's
you
purple,
wanted.
my favourite colour.
It is, however, look, for a t-shirt,
Oof.
$45. What do you think? It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
I do like the genie applause, though. That's pretty cool. Tash, your thoughts?
I quite like it. It's nicer than the ones I felt last time, and it looks like a nicer material as well.
Would I wear it?
Probably. You're wearing purple right now.
I am wearing purple right now. I'm wearing my dopey one from last year. People are very apologetic when you go around filming. It's quite cute, actually.
Now I like this.
This is an interesting one. I mean, how much is the singlet?
Same price.
Oh my days! It's $45 for a singlet.
I thought it was going to be cheaper, but I suppose it does have the net in here.
That is a lot of money, though. $45 for just one singlet, isn't it?
And the print looks.
It doesn't look very good
cheaper.
quality, actually.
No.
Yeah. No. We move away quickly from there. We move away quickly. So let's move on to some generic RunDisney stuff. So no matter which race that they're doing, there is always generic RunDisney material. This is just the same brand of stuff they put out every year. It's either it's just silhouettes of Mickey, or it's just the RunDisney logo, or it's little things like that, little keychains and things. I gotta admit, it's all right, but here's gonna be the kicker. Actually, do you know something? That's $60 for that full sort of raincoat style jacket. It's very impressive. On this side, that is. Ooh, we've now got $80 for this. It comes with a hood, though, Lauren, so therefore it's worth it.
And a zip. The zip has got to be worth something.
Yeah, not $80, I would hesitate to ask. So what you can do is, when you actually get your tickets, is you can get some commemorative merch at the same time, which is where you literally buy the stuff in advance, and here's where you'd go and collect them. But it's usually not anything to do with this sort of kit. It's specific for this year, which some of this is as well. I mean, you won't get these themes again. But overall, Lauren, you said you didn't think this was as busy as you expected.
No, I was expecting to be battling through crowds and, kind of people barging into you, but it's actually not as crazy as I was expecting.
It was busier at Dopey, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I bet. Much busier at Dopey. But that's because, of course, you got the full race weekend where this is just 3 races, so that's a little bit less. But next stop then is we're going to get our bibs, so join us. Something I absolutely was not prepared for is the fact that they don't allow strollers into the Expo, at least the merch pavilion, which meant that I carried a little man around, which I don't see why you can't have strollers. I'm gonna guess some sort of security thing, worry about stealing bags, that sort of stuff. But honestly, I think that's a little bit of a miss on Disney. When you think how much it's supposed to be a family-friendly organization, and Run Disney is obviously a part of that, I'm a little bit disappointed. So be aware if you've got a stroller with you, get ready to carry the load.
It's bigger though as well. It's a mechanic experience.
So when you make your way into the hall, you're presented with several different options. You've got 10k over there, you've got 5k there, 10 mile there, and I've just gone to the Springtime Surprise Challenge one. You may see that you get a different number depending on your bib registration. That can be found on the Run Disney account that you have online that you use to book in the first place. And you go to the line, and then it's actually really simple. You get in line, they give you some nice little bit of merch, you got some nice little stickers there, you got some new thing with the name and number on it, and it is as simple as that. It's actually pretty cool. So, it's not too busy either. But on the other side of this wall here is people queuing for PhotoPass photos, like the official ones. Oh my goodness, the queue looks massive. So I will not be doing that. Gonna be honest with you, we're filming this again because it was a slight technical issue. But we only got a few minutes in, so we're back from the expo. We have been for a little while, and the question that was so well answered that we're gonna have to answer again is, Lauren, how did you find the expo?
I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that it was going to be way more overwhelming than it was. Sometimes you see queues stretching for ages and ages and ages. People are waiting in them for hours. But even though we were waiting in queues, kind of walking quite a lot, it was always moving, and it wasn't that long, to be honest. We didn't wait really much for anything. So yeah, I thought it was a really good morning.
Yeah, and I actually say I think the marathon weekend that I did back in 2025 was far busier. So this one was actually quite pleasant to see. We're gonna go through the merch that we got as part of it, and then we'll go through the whole of stuff Lauren managed to get for free, and including the shirt that she paid for. So in terms of the 5k one, this is the 5k. This is Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde. I will say I've got the large. I got the large last year for the dopey stuff. I've lost a little bit of weight since then, so I'm sitting around like 180, slightly bigger shoulders than average. It's just me showing off now. But it's a little bit loose. I mean, look how long it is. Like it is quite long on me. Lauren, you're currently wearing the.
I'm wearing the challenge, the 19.3 mile top. Obviously, you can see it's based on Aladdin, and I just love this theme. I think it's so cute. And also, purple is my favourite colour, so it's kind of like a bluey purpley colour, so I do really like that.
And the fit, you're in medium, right?
No, I'm in small.
Oh, my apologies, you're on small.
And yeah, so I'm a UK size 8 to 10. I don't know what that translates to US.
I think it's -4, so that's like a 4 to 6.
Yeah, so that's what I am roughly, and it actually fits me perfectly. So I'm going to use these while I'm running, and I prefer tighter running clothes. I don't like running in stuff that's kind of swishing around and moving. I like to tuck a lot of my stuff in, so this is a perfect size for me because I can still move my arms freely. It's not too tight on the back, but yeah, it's a nice snug fit. So I think if you do want it as a bit more of a floaty top like yours, I would go for the medium if you're around a UK 8 to 10.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point because the most people don't run in these t-shirts for the expo for the races. I know that's not what you're going to do, but most people don't. The first time I did it, the 5k last time, I was one of maybe 4 people out of a few thousand that wore the t-shirt. I was like, oh, I should have worn something else. But Lauren, you've actually got the other ones as well,
Yes.
haven't you? So this is the 10k one. This is the Winnie the Pooh 10k one. I think this is really nice. I like the yellow. Again, it's quite a nice design if we're being honest. And the themes do change every year. So this is something that Run Disney does, which is, the 5k this year is Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, and year on year it changes. And so the 19.3 this year is Aladdin, as Lauren clearly shows. And then what's the 10 miler?
It is Inside Out.
It's this lovely purple, isn't it?
Yeah, I love this colour. And I absolutely love the little animation on it as well. I do like Inside Out as the films. They are, quite cute films.
Do you know something I've just noticed? This is actually Brooke's attire. I don't think the ones in the marathon last year were actually Brooks. I think they were just some generic brand.
Oh, right.
I
Wow.
hadn't noticed that.
They do
They
feel.
do feel good. It also got the Brooks logo on the arm. Now that we've said this is really obvious. But these are the ones you get as part of your purchase.
Yeah.
You do have the option at the Expo to change them for sizes. If you try them on, it's not the right size. You can go and change them. That is quite beneficial to do.
Yeah, I definitely recommend doing that because you would hate to go through the whole expo and everything like that and then get back and realize it's too big, too small. So there was loads of people just stood at the side, quickly popping them on. Like it's Florida, so you can probably just chuck it on over what you're wearing.
Yeah.
You're probably not wearing like big jumpers and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely do that.
That's fair. And you'll see it earlier in the video, the amount of options you could have purchased things if you wanted. Lauren, you did go and buy a shirt in the end. You ended up getting this pink singlet that's got the Springtime Surprise Weekend 2026 on the front, and then on the back of it, I
This
like
is my
this.
favorite bit of it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's got all the different races. I think that's really good. The only question I have, though, Lauren, is how much did this cost?
Way more than I probably should have paid for it, but it was $44.99.
Bearing in mind 20% DVC discount, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much.
The fact that you're staying in my room free of charge and welcome enough. But so that was one of the things. That was the thing that you bought. I decided not to buy anything. What there is in the Expo as well is there's a bunch of freebies, and Lauren went insane, and it's pretty impressive. You went to the DVC stand.
I did, and I got some hand sanitizers that are really, really cute. And I love how they come with the carabiner clip as well, so they can just clip onto your bag. Perfect for like a resort day or anything like that. Also a running flask, one that obviously is flat and
Perfectly
packs well.
branded.
Yeah. And then as part of the race, just signing up, you do get these patches, which I thought was really cute. I didn't even know about this.
And so they're not. I said that they were Velcro before. They're not Velcro. That was an error on my part. They're not Velcro, but you can sew them onto whatever you saw these things onto. So I think it's pretty cool, really.
They remind me of I don't know if Americans do this,
Swimming
swimming badges in the UK. So whenever you get like your 5 meters or 25 meters or whatever it is that you do in swimming as a kid, you used to get a little badge like that and you'd sew it onto your towel.
And there was loads of these sort of things going around the Expo. And then one thing that Lauren did manage to do, we won't be able to show you all of them because we were scared of them flying away on our fourth balcony of Animal Kingdom Lodge here, but stickers.
Loads of stickers. I've got loads of bits and bobs, and my children absolutely love stickers. So I'll be bringing them back for them to
That's
play
an
with.
easy win. So we are doing all 3 races, the 5K, 10K, and 10 mile. We'll be updating videos every single day. Please join us. If you have any thoughts, comments, queries, drop it down below. And until next time, please stand clear of the doors. Bye, everybody.
Bye.